Lions fans, it's Aaliyah Fun Show with GoColumbiaLions.com, back with the last episode of the Football Coaches Show. I've been waiting all season to call you this, but I'm back with my pal Al. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Well, let's talk about the win on
Yeah.
Saturday against Brown. You guys were down 14 points deficit, and then it went to a weather delay. So what was the locker room like, and what adjustments did you make during that time?
Yeah, I mean, I thought our kids did a nice job of keeping composed. It's challenging. We were in there for almost an hour, and our strength coaches did a really good job that once we had a countdown at 15 minutes that we were going to go out, of getting our kids loose and stretched. And, during that entire time, just emphasizing staying hydrated, making sure that we had, the correct nutritional thing. So overall, we handled the situation about as well as you can handle it. Again, in a year of uncommon events, here's another one that hit us, and another obstacle that our kids had to overcome. But everybody handled it about as well as you can handle it, and went out there and started playing. And we really that served as not only a delay but also served as halftime. So we never came back into the locker room for a true halftime. But again, really proud of our kids and all the adversity they had overcome.
Yeah, and that win marked your third winning season in the last 4 years. So what does having a winning season mean to this program?
Oh, I think that's something that you shoot for all the time. It's been a real rarity here. I mean, I try to tell people, I think we've only had 6 or 7 from 1954 to 2015, and then we've had 3 in the last 4 years. So it's something I think you can measure the consistency of a program. It's something that you can point to as progress. It's something that I think the kids, start the season wanting to achieve, and you kind of have incremental goals from being 500, then having a winning season, and ultimately your ultimate goal is winning a championship. So we're not where we want to be, but certainly the program's headed in the right direction, and it's shown some consistency and it's shown some progress.
And since this is the last show, but there's one more game, what growth have you seen out of the teams this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's been good to see. I mean, when you just look at all of our offensive skill kids, with the exception of the running backs, they're all young kids. They really have not had any appreciable playing time, had not had spring ball, have not had an off season organized with our strength coaches or organized running program within the bubble. So when you factor all that in, you've got to be really happy with their progress. You look at defense, and you look at our defensive line, and you look at some of our third level defenders, and they're kind of in the same boat. These are kids that really hadn't played all that much, that have risen up. We've turned out to be a pretty solid defense. Kids who've played hard, who've improved, who love the sport. But again, it's an indictment on how hard they've had to work and all the obstacles that were placed in front of them, because we were the only school not in session during the spring semester. So it certainly created its share of headaches, and it certainly created its share of challenges.
Yeah, and then Saturday, Columbia versus Cornell, the Empire State Bowl. What does this game mean to the team? Last game of the season, and how are you approaching it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always important. Ivy games are always important. You want to have not only an overall winning record, which we've achieved, but you want to have a winning record within your league. You mentioned the bowl, which I think is significant. You're always trying to do well with your interstate rival, and I think you always want to try to get some momentum heading into the off-season workouts or the off-season recruitment. So I think there's an awful lot at stake here, and would be the exclamation point on an already good season to make it, even a better season. So our kids will be excited. It'll be a challenge. It's never an easy place to play up there. As I mentioned to some other people, they have 51 seniors or fifth-year kids. So an abundance of kids, experience, maturity. So we'll have our hands full, but we're certainly ready for the challenge, and hopefully we'll do okay.
Yeah, well, good luck on Saturday, and thank you for a great season of the Coaches Show.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. This thing has flown by, hasn't it?
It really has.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
Thank you all for watching, and make sure to tune in on Saturday, Columbia versus Cornell, 1 p.m. kickoff on ESPN Plus. Thanks for watching.